Hi everyone and welcome to Vacoas. Ignore the phoenix, we're just going to Vacoas. Ricky just pointed out that you never ignore a phoenix, and I think she might be right. But we're going to Vacoas.
Look at those beautiful mountains.
From another video. Ricky has decided we're going that way, but I thought I'd just show you here. This is actually Sign In. It's a restaurant, and you can actually watch the guy preparing right through the window. That's awesome. Sign In. And then they sell DVDs here, so you can get some DVDs. And the Royal Game. This is the Regency thing, but it actually says Royal Game up there. And this would be the entrance if you didn't park in the parking lot like what we did. So there we are, some gecko limos and some peanuts. Some peanuts, boiled.
Yes.
Boiled peanuts. She also has lots of other peanuts.
General retailer. Very windy. Check. Original wooden shelves in the cupboard. Oh, and a nice meat slicer. I wonder what they do. Oh wow, this is like straight off this other busy street, and there's like stairs going up. I assume a shop down there, and then like other little shops back here. It's cool.
Ricky's looking into getting some nail polish. I'm trying to swing her down this way. 15 rupees. She's not biting, she's not biting.
You know, because that'll probably take a million years to dry.
Look at what happened. She went for the 15 rupee one because it's in gold and it shines.
Yeah, it's going to be cute. I like it.
Never going to dry though. I'd already put the money on, and then suddenly Ricky noticed the place is full of
Look at all
jewelry.
Wow.
It does look like the best days of its years are, wow. Best years of its days are over. Something like that. I mean, it is a little bit run down, but they have tons of stuff in here.
Great clothing.
And the guys are still hustling and selling things, which is really cool. And here's another way out. I don't know, it might normally be closed. So come the proper way. Come in the proper way.
Have you ever seen a bigger sidewalk than this?
Welcome to Vacoas.
I mean, you could just walk anywhere you wanted. It's like a whole road.
You could drive a bus down here.
You probably could in Goodlands.
And there's a bus. What do you mean probably in Goodlands? There would be 2 buses going down this road.
And someone overtaking.
That across there, that's the new Savoy Cinema. It might actually still be a cinema, we don't know. But Vacoas, believe it or not, Vacoas had 3 cinemas. It's one of those weird towns that grows and fits in spurts. It like was bigger than Kyopi, but was the place to come because Her Majesty's service was here or something.
Yes.
And so they would grow, and they got big, and then they get small. It's just like one of those weird things.
Well, they get quite big and then they stagnate.
A lot of the stuff is like from the 70s. And they just never really fixed it up.
Look at this beautiful old building.
I love the paint job they did on
It's great. You can't see it because it's dark.
I'm trying to get the shoe, and there's just chaos traffic.
Absolute chaos traffic.
But this is apparently known as Chaos Traffic Junction or something. But let's see if we can't get the shoe. There's the shoe. Oh, hopefully you guys got to see it before it went too dark. This is quite an interesting building to me. It's got the ledge over, but I can see there's a shop up there. I'm just wondering what's on the top level, and luckily there's some stairs, so let's go up. Let's go see what's upstairs.
Oh, wow. Got a clothing shop up here, and some traditional Indian wear, and pretty reasonable. T-shirts, 100 rupees. Nice. See if we can't find one for Brian.
This is actually Axia Ceramics, and it is the name on top of the building. And it used to have ceramics. I'll show you through the window. It's like gold-plated stuff. Those fancy sinks, and wait for it. This is the overhang of the building, and you can see there's more ceramic stuff and baths and things. I wonder what happened. Unfortunately, you can't get onto the roof, it is locked. Here they are, at your ceramics. They're still here. They might not be upstairs anymore, but they're still here. Oh man, there are so many shops on the other side of the road. We're purposely going on this side of the road because, well, it's pleasant to walk on and we're not being haggled, but I really wanted to go see the shops, so.
We'll walk back on that side.
We're going to walk back on that side. But look, this was probably a petrol station. Probably a petrol garage.
Yeah, I think it used to be in the 70s as well.
There are so many casinos. That's like the third one I've seen. Bombay Bazaar. I wonder what that is. Oh wow. Smart clothing. Smart clothing, guys.
Not a lot of high-rise buildings. It's kind of cool.
This is genuinely something I don't think I've ever seen. Cufflinks and a tie pin.
Wow.
Amazing. And you can buy a tie with the... Those are also cufflinks.
Yeah, tie matching couplings.
Oh, wow. Well, we are quite near where they're doing the construction for the metro. So this is where the guys buy their safety boots.
Yeah, they also got gum boots. I haven't seen those before, Mauritius.
In wet areas, you get gum boots.
Cool.
Oh, we're actually in a gardening shop.
Makes sense now.
Makes sense. This shop here is B. Hagaruti, but my name's Brian Haggerty. So Brian, Hagerty. So you just got to drop out an E and a U and a T, and it's Brian Haggerty Commercial Center.
Oh, and down the side roads, there's also interesting things. This says The Will Coffee Shop. And it looks kind of cool. It looks like tattooey. So this is inside The Will Coffee Shop, down that side road I showed you. How quaint is this? This is an awesome looking coffee shop. Let's check out the menu as well. Oh wow. You can actually get proper full lunch here. And bullets and even like spaghetti and lasagna and macaroni. Wow. There you go. The Will Coffee Shop. So check the side alleys when you're in Vacoas. You find treasures. You've got the video now.
Would you believe I can actually walk down the road across it? There's no traffic. For like 5 seconds there's no traffic. But we're deliberately coming across the road on purpose because we're going to the famous Cassim. We've been invited to Cassim. You'll see. This is actually Cassim, and you can see outside we got some dal puri guys. They are making dal puri, and they said it's okay if you bring your dal puri into Cassim, but we're actually coming to Cassim for the bread and tea experience. Bread and tea. These are the gato pimongs, which are the famous Mauritian gato pimongs. Yes. And what they do is they put it in the brown and then the bread with butter. Bread and butter. And then apparently this place is really famous for tea. It is tea. You do tea. Yes, sir.
This is Cassim.
Cassim. This is actually the famous tea. Oh, I love that spout.
Get a cup of tea.
You come get a cup of tea, you get some bread and butter and some gato pimongs, and this is like an institution. Now I'm going to try it. You just have to try. I'm just going to try the tea first. Might be hot.
It's really nice. It's like strong tea with milk and sugar.
It's a strong tea with milk and sugar. It's very nice. You will get more sugar? Oh. No, that's perfect amount. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then the gato piment. Or someone might have nibbled on that one already because they were waiting.
And check, got some cheese.
You got cheese inside.
Craft. So traditional. This bread feels so nice.
Oh, these are really good gato pimongs as well.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh.
Best in the Mauritius.
Very fresh. And he's right, best in Mauritius. Ricky seems to be doing something.
Yeah, I've seen how it works.
You actually put the gato pimongs in the bread. Well, there you go. And you dip it in your tea like a tupper. Oh, you're gonna have a massive bite. Oh, it's blown up behind her. Is that as good as they claim it?
That is really good gato piment.
It is. It really is a good gato piment. Sip a tea, sip a tea. Gato piment sandwich. Ooh.
From Vacoas. Look how pretty it looks. So cool. And this place has been around for 75 years. Three
Can
generations.
you imagine? Oh, I actually like that.
It's really nice.
They're actually filming. I'm surprised at how good this is. Yeah, the tea is nice. But this gato piment sandwich, they put cheese in it. I don't know if I showed you. I probably showed you on Ricky's. But it actually has like craft cheese.
Yeah.
It's really yum.
It is
The
cool.
butter and gato piment.
But you need the good gato piment. And the nice bread. That bread is so fresh.
Probably wondering why Ricky's got an Indian miner next to her. Anyway, I mean the plaster.
Oh yeah.
That thing's coming after your gato piment, Rick. Chase it off. So this is an actual plaster. You're gonna have to go check out our other video where the travel guide.
Yeah.
The-
It's stuck the whole time.
It hasn't come off. It's like a plaster. It's like a natural plaster. It's really good, and it's still stuck on. Oh, it really is.
Yeah. Amazing. I
really-
don't remember what tree it is, but
I tell you what, if you're in Mauritius at the moment, make your way to Vacoas. Come and get this tea and this gato piment and the sandwich. It is worth it. And if you're not, book your ticket and come to Mauritius and come get this tea and this sandwich. Wow, it is really good. Cheers, everyone. Like I said, they don't mind if you bring a roti in from outside. They'll still give you some tea. Oh, wow, what a fantastic experience. And I wish they had more of them. Anyway, that was like 50 rupees each. Fantastic. 20 rupees for the tea. They should do more of that tea.
and 20 rupees for the bread with cheese and butter.
What a great concept. This is when you know you're in the Highlands. It's really cold up here. Even the penguins are out. Look at them bobbing around. It sounded like they were talking.
You'd have too much tea, bruh.
I think I drank too much tea. But look at them just out there on the road. That is so surreal. How surreal is that? There's no one around and these guys are just bobbing around on the road. Well, Ricky has drawn the dividing line. That's the market there. She didn't draw it. It's because we're here on a Wednesday and the market's on a Friday.
We'll be back for a market.
Bad timing, everyone. But we'll get to see the good
Intentional.
bits. Huh?
Intentional timing, otherwise we'd be tired.
Yes, yes. No, clever. Well done, Rick. Good work on Rick's part. How cool is this old retro petrol station? That is so cool. It's like on the corner, in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, check this. Masks available in all sorts of colors.
You might have noticed that I now match Ricky's top. Because they have masks here, and they're all different colors, so you can match them to your outfit. Ricky's got 4 of each color, so she will...
No, I just got white ones.
She just got a white one. But it looks like it is an arcade down there, so I'm just going to quickly go down and see what's down there. Oh, we are back, and there's shops. So there actually are shops out here. Huh. I mean, some of them are closed, but you've got Vacoas Commercial Centre. It's the actual commercial centre of Vacoas here. It says so on their label. Furniture, Vacoas Commercial Centre. Would you believe in Vacoas? There's another casino. Mauritius Club, Texas. It's another casino. I mean, I don't even know how many there are. Either Vacuans like to gamble, or it's just easy to get a license to open up a casino here. I genuinely do not believe you'll see anything more contrasty than that. Have a look at the dilapidated building in front with that glass structure with mirrors behind it, and then those 2 buildings flanking it, one older than the other. It is just unbelievably contrasty.
It's quite amazing how the old one's actually attached. How did they build?
It's like they're going into it. I don't know, it's like a facade maybe that they put over an old building just to make it look good, but there's still the old building on the inside.
Maybe.
I had a look up and I saw this, right? It's really old, but I said straight away, oh, train must have been here. And Ricky said, yes, the train did come here. And there, at that bus stop. So let's go see if we can find the old station. Ricky laughed very sarcastically after I said that.
There's no station.
There's no station.
But this looks like maybe they took it off
Maybe.
because there was a post office and train station.
So there was a post office and train station. I see the post office has moved down a bit. But this feels very like what would be around a station in the 50s.
Really, really does.
This is the clock tower. It actually has a clock on top. So it is the clock tower. We found the clock tower. I don't know why it's important. Ricky didn't bother to tell me. But it's the clock tower.
Okay, so overlook here. It looks like they're building the metro stuff. This side of the road is a one-way towards the north. And the other side of the road that we've been walking on, the John Kennedy, is a one-way to the south. And everything else is in between that.
At the entrance to the bus stop, there's a statue of a guy. That's his name. And there he is, praying for Vacoas. Hey.
Hey. So this is the fresh meat market. Cassim is also probably closed because the other market's closed. Wow, in a shop with loads of sunglasses. Oh, you know where it's come. Sunglasses. Huge selection.
This is definitely an old building. I mean, have a look at the roof, where they've reduced the weight by making like the pots at that place.
I think it was inaugurated in 1990.
1990, so this guy has been around for a while, only 30 years. Just feels older. But anyway, forget about that bit. So they have a few places where you can sit and eat. Come get some food. I was just mocking that this building was built in the 90s, but how cool is it with the plants?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And it definitely had nothing to do with the trains, so that earlier bit,
I reckon they could have maybe repurposed.
I think they probably did.
So in the Vacoas Phoenix Municipal Complex, there seems to be a really nice looking restaurant. Le Tamer, not quite sure.
You know, I love my sidewalks. I really do. A nice big sidewalk really makes me happy. But I'm not such a fan of these railings because I'm going that way. But I can't have to walk all the way to the edge of the earth so that I can cross the road. I'll take Goodlands any day. No, I'm lying. I like Vacoas. It's nice. I like this. I'll walk.
There.
Found it. There you are. Cafe Metro. Oh, it says Le Express. That's a newspaper. But Cafe Metro, right next door, there was a cinema. That was one of the 3 cinemas.
Metro Cinema.
The Metro Cinema.
So the Metro Cinema was really, really popular, and the cafe next to it became really popular as a result. The Metro no longer remains the cinema, but the cafe does. And there's Cassim, where you get the tea and bread and get some people. There are a remarkable amount of aquarium shops in Vacoas. Aquarium shops and casinos. There's another one down the side alley. People must like fish tanks. Ooh, and there seems to be parking. This is Dunny Pharmacy. And apparently there's been a Dunny building here in Vacoas for quite a while. I just don't think it might be this one.
You got to come down these alleys, you really do, because you're going to find something really, really interesting at the end of them. Have a look at that. They cut hair. 150. I need a haircut, but we don't have time, we're in a rush. And how trendy is that? NY shoes? VY shoes? That's like super trendy place. And of course,
Well, that's attached to the coffee shop behind.
okay, so there's a coffee shop behind.
With trendy clothes attached to it.
These are their trendy clothes. So you can come in this way or probably through the coffee shop. And you know what? I would not be surprised if there was more upstairs.
Oh, interesting, that building is.
That is a really interesting building. It says Mexico on it. That's the Mexico building.
It's actually got like design elephants.
It's full of design elephants, according to Ricky.
It's about design elements.
Okay. That's a pretty cool, happy piece of graffiti. Even at an abandoned place like this, you got graffiti. And look. Ricky taking photos of me through bougainvilleas again. This is real old school stuff. So check out this great bougainvillea. Oh, there's a wreck. Bougainvillea wreck. Oh, it actually is quite nice. Hopefully that you're getting it good. Oh, rockstar bougainvillea wreck. And cut. There's some trendy shops. Have a look at that place.
I won't be able to hear you because it's too windy. Yeah, Vacoas, it's kind of cool. There's a lot of history and there's a lot of time stood still.
It says the Regent.
Yes, the Regent.
Welcome to the Regent, everyone.
They must have had big dreams.
Having walked around a bit, I know Vacoas is the place you come for shoes. Wow, there are so many places selling them. And fish. Unfortunately, I didn't record twinkle fish. The video died. I thought this was like Point de Sardes. They had a London Way, and this was supposed to be a London Way. And now it's just a way.
It used to be a London Way, but they moved out.
Okay, so
My directions are so confusing.
So, welcome to Way.
This has like a really old school feel about how like the things are stacked. It kind of reminds me of like supermarkets when I was a kid. All the things just piled on the shelf. This is quite possibly the weirdest shopping mall. I'm on the first floor and there's nothing. Not a single store occupied. There's actually signs that say you can't come up here, but this is where the toilets are located. And pretty decent toilets. If you're at the Regent Shopping Centre, on the first floor, come up the stairs. Pretty good bathroom.
1970s. It is kind of weird to be walking around what seems to be an abandoned, or maybe not yet opened, shopping centre. And it does feel like it's not new,
No.
but it is clean.
Yeah, and there's people working on shops.
So maybe it's coming back. Maybe it's coming back. I do kind of like it though.
It's a bit surreal.
They have a lot of these glass bricks here. Oh, and it leads to, well, outside, I suppose. The toilets are up the stairs, so you have to go up the stairs. Down there is the basement parking, we'll show you that. But over here, there's like loads of shops. It's a little bit dingy down here. Oh, because half the lights aren't working. Because they seem to have loads of stuff in the middle of the market as well. Market, the center. Loads of stories and things, but you'll get through all of that. Royal Game Casino. We probably can't go in there, they never let us go in. But right across from it, Kalachand.
Open to the outside.
You can't get in from this side, you have to come from the outside. But this is the Regent, you can see, designed in the 70s, like a lot of Vacoas. Yeah, it's like weird. There are no stairs that I could see. But coming down into the parking, it's got this weird ramp.
They can wheel your money out from the casino.
Yes, that's it. They just wheel their money out the casino and into the back of that truck. You already see the bags of money in there. Ready to go. And yes, there is a lot of parking here, but it's very weirdly laid out. You'll see cars pointing in all different directions. Something to take note of, very much take note of. You can actually hear it quite a lot. All the air conditioning is down here. All the hot air is being brought into the basement.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Woo, it's a scorcher. Let's get into Susie and get out of here. Welcome, Susie.
Even though we've only done the small piece of Vacoas, there's a lot to it. It's been pretty cool and so different.
I actually wanted to say, I didn't expect much from Vacoas.
Oh, there's quite a lot of restaurants. So much more to check out.
There's so much more to check out. We did literally one street and a bit of a corner. I can't believe that's just what we did, and that's from Vacoas. Vacoas has stuff. It really does. We have to come back because there's a market and things as well. Wow, Vacoas really delivers, and it's going to deliver even more. Well, anyway, everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.